Welcome back to Inside the Huddle. I'm Jack Keffer alongside head coach John Troxell, coming off an incredible win on homecoming weekend, a 56-0 victory against the rival Dickinson. Coach, I want to get your first impressions of that field coming out on the new Shadek Stadium. It was an electric vibe around that stadium, full house, great tailgate as well. What were your thoughts?
It was just an amazing day. I mean, it was. The stadium was packed. Can't say thank you enough to our alumni who came back, and also for them giving to make this possible. It took a lot of alumni, to give back to the project. Not just Larry Shadek, but so many of them that it's our new home, and it was a great way to open up the stadium. Obviously, keeping the wagon at home is something special for our kids. It's a day that none of us will ever forget. And again, even Friday night, inducting the 1964 team into the Hall of Fame. Just a great moment for those guys. So just really excited for our program all the way around.
Coach, we got to talk about this victory. Defense, of course, shuts out Dickinson, holds them to just 11 total yards. Jeff Leone, of course, with the pick six. Vince Moffitt with an incredible interception where he tipped it back up to himself. And Joe Granahan with 2.5 sacks. It seemed like everybody was really turned on during this game, and they were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, we clicked. All three phases were working together, we controlled the ball, time of possession. We won the turnover battle, all the things you need to do to win a football game. And again, I mean, when you're in that kind of environment, our kids played a lot of inspired football. I mean, and a lot of it, we say it all the time, emotion wins football games. And it was an emotional day for our kids, and they just wanted to go out and perform well for our alumni. So I'm really proud of the way the kids avoided distractions. We talked all week about it could be a distraction, and they came out and played really, really sound football.
Speaking of somebody who played very sound football, Talib Gerald with his first breakout game of the season, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing. That puts him just 2 shy of the all-time F&M touchdown rushing record, which is 28. Can you talk to me about Talib Gerald and his game and also his career at F&M? He's dealt with injuries, but you look at those rushing touchdowns and you say, wow, he's really had a big impact on this program.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's been playing for us since his freshman year. He's a great kid. He's a hard worker. He's been a great leader for us. I hope that all of our players and all the kids that we bring into this program in the future look to the way that he works because, he does the little things right. And again, he probably doesn't even know how many touchdowns he needs to break records. His number one goal is to win a championship. His number one goal is to win games, and that's what makes him special, And we always say if you do the little things right, big things will happen, and for 4 years he's done all those little things right.
You guys were fortunate enough to get a lot of the backups in during this game in the third and fourth quarter. Got some contributions. Eric Harris, the backup running back, 7 touches, 77 yards, and a touchdown score. How great is it to be able to get some younger guys exposure into these type of Centennial Conference games, especially a rivalry game against Dickinson?
Yeah, no, it was great to get the kids in. You mentioned Eric. I mean, he missed the first, I think, 4 weeks with a broken hand. We're expecting big things of him, and it's good to get a chance to evaluate him in live competition. So for all of our young kids, I mean, they work so hard during the week, and, we don't have a JV program this year. We haven't been able to get our guys in all the time. So for those freshmen that don't get a lot of action, they practice all week. It's great to see them get out there. It's great to get to watch them on film. It's great to evaluate them, tell them what they need to work on. So we were really excited about that.
2 road games coming up for you guys. First this Saturday at Moravian. It's going to be tough rolling into Rocco Calvo Field. They just came off a win against Juniata where they kicked a last-second field goal. You got to take the Greyhounds pretty seriously, especially on the road. What are you guys looking forward to this week?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take them seriously. I mean, they're a good football team. They have a lot of great athletes running around. They're young, and they've lost a lot of close games. So, for us, it's a tough place to play. We've not done well up there all the time, so our kids have to stay focused. We can't just have a lull after having a big emotional game this past weekend. Jeff Puxon will have them ready to go, and it's going to be a whale of a game.
Coach, good luck this Saturday. Please tune into that game. The Diplomats will return back to Shadek Stadium for the final game of the season at Gettysburg, but they've got 2 others, Moravian and Ursinus, and they're going to be big games coming down the stretch for the Centennial Conference Championship run. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.